All right, so I'm mostly going to be recording on Snapchat because my memory is full. Going to run into some weird technicalities, whatever. I don't care. Let's get started. Stopwatch has begun. Gotta grab my clicker. Gotta reset it to 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so I'm gonna try 5 every 30 seconds to get warmed up. And a little interesting fun fact is most of my new subscribers were Ians from this group on Facebook where all the Ians join. And I joined way back in the day, and there was actually a great divide between the Ians. As all humans, there's always some split division. And I stayed in both groups. We won't get political or anything, but love all my Ians out there. You guys really came through for this one. And I thought it was so interesting, like the psychological, sociology aspect of this group of Ians. We're all coming together because we have the same name, dividing politically or just, based on pure values, blah, blah, blah. And so I always thought that's interesting, but I always think it's interesting how Ians are alike. Because I don't believe in horoscopes. I don't believe in astrology, none of that stuff. But all Ians seem to be very similar. And I mean that in the fact that we all seem to be pretty intellectual, but also very whimsical. But can be very loyal. I don't know, I'm not going to get weird and woo-woo, but it is interesting how our personalities do somewhat reflect the name that we're given. So far, this 5 every 30 seconds has gone pretty good. We're at 8 minutes, 30 seconds, and we're at 50. So we missed a couple. I had to check the video to make sure my counts were correct. When I'm talking, yapping, I'm yapping, trying to keep track of time and trying to click. And trying to do pull-ups all at the same time. It can get a little hectic, okay? So, everything may not be perfect, but regardless, I'm gonna give it my all. So I've been focusing cardio for the pace training. Because this comes down to cardio. My heart is racing right now. My muscles feel fine. My heart's racing. $60. 5 every 30 seconds is pretty intense. Haven't tried this method before. It's the real deal. It is the real deal. But like I said, I'm trying to get this as fast as possible. When it was 1,000, I was really gonna try to speed run it. Now that we're getting well over 1,000, I'm gonna have to conserve some energy for the end. I'm gonna have to leave some in the tank. So we're not gonna completely speed run this. But we're starting out with, a pretty quick pace just to get that cardio in check. $70 already. So yeah, I'm probably gonna stop blabbing and start just recording just the sets individually. It's gonna be a lot to splice together, but whatever. So we're gonna do 6 a minute. And I'm just gonna record doing 6 over and over and over again. And then put it on like double the speed so that it can be just a compilation of me doing 6 over and over and over again. We'll see how that goes for a little while at least. All right, we're at 88. That means one more set of 6, and that'll be 100. We're at 15 minutes. Behind schedule for the quick pace, but that's all right. We're gonna hit 100 in under 16 minutes. And then we're gonna drink some water. Maybe have a little snack. All right, that's 100 in under 16 minutes. I know you're not gonna be able to see my watch at all. It doesn't really matter. 1 hundo down. Just 11 hundo to go. Anyways, good news and bad news. The good news is I got another subscriber. The bad news is now the number is raised to 1,300. Woohoo! That means, pretty much that means the 100 that I just did, because I'm on 160, the 100 out of that just were for nothing, essentially. That's hilarious. But we keep going. There's a lot of emotions involved in something like this, and I think one of the best things you can do is kind of go robotic, block out all the emotions. But whether it's fear, anxiety, pain, was that 6? I'll have to check it back. That's why I don't like talking while I'm doing them. I'll make sure that was 6. I'll run it back. But anticipation, you know, of like how much more you have to do. All these emotions, you want to kind of limit them and go full-blown zombie and just keep trucking, because all those emotions are gonna just fuck with your head, and most of them are gonna lead to you wanting to quit. So it's best if you just zone the fuck out. It'll be over before you know it. And I've said it again and I'll say it a million more times, but it seems like a physical game. This seems like a physical journey. No, this is a mental journey, and 99% mental, 1% physical. Because once you at least get kind of to a level where it's physically possible, then it's physically possible. The mental is the tough part, and the mental can change from one set to the next. From one set you can go feeling amazing to the next, this is all pointless, why am I even doing this? The mental can say, I don't want to get injured, I don't want to get robbed of, I don't want to, train past the point of benefiting myself to the point of all I'm doing is slowing down my recovery and hurting my body and taking time off of training that could be productive. Because at a certain point, you're training too hard where you're not gaining from it. You're actually setting yourself back. But all of that doesn't matter, because this is all mental. I'm too distracted by the damn camera. But I apologize for this goofy ass thing. Check out that bicep pump though, what the hell? $202. The thing that'll get you the most in something like this is taking way too many breaks. You just gotta keep rolling. You cannot start taking breaks. All right, so look at the size difference in these sponges. So I'm gonna use this glove to help, and this sponge on this hand. Just see how it feels. These are a lot slicker too. This has more grip. Oh yeah, I noticed an immediate difference in the grip between the two. That's very unfortunate how slick these are. But we'll push through it either way. I'm going way too slow. 500 in 2 hours is, yes, it may seem fast to most people, but for the kind of thing I'm training for, it's kind of stupid and ridiculous. So like I feel so subpar to what I should be doing. But the name of the goal was really just to reach the number. You know, you guys could have hit me with 50 subscribers. I would have tried to do 5,000. I don't want to talk about that or even think about that. It's a scary thought, doing 5,000 at this point in my training. Possible, yes. But I would have went the full 24 hours, probably failed, probably needed medical attention, and did it for you guys. But luckily for me, it only ended up being 13 subscribers. So I'm gonna go check that number now and make sure we're still there and get more water, maybe have a little snack break. And yeah, we're at 5:05. I'll check back in later. Alternate angle for you guys so you can see my true form. Nothing but that, real true form. So I'm halfway there, and I'm Alright, not gonna lie, my stomach's in shambles right now. Like, I don't know if it's cramping or if it's too much creatine or whatever the case may be, but it's hurting. It's alright though, we'll keep going. Just wanted to give an update because I've been spending some time in the bathroom trying to see if that's the problem. You know, just trying to rest for a second, let my stomach settle. Hopefully it'll go away in a minute, but just the current challenge that I'm facing. But nothing that's gonna stop me, that's for sure. Other than that, I feel completely fine. Like a little nausea, but I think this will fade very shortly. That's 685. I'm gonna go try to use the bathroom again. All right, so I'm at 8:05. That's less than 500 to go. As long as no one else subscribes between now and then. Not gonna lie, this is really starting to add up. It's starting to hurt mentally, not physically. I think I'm just tired. Like, I'm used to hitting another Red Bull or energy drink halfway through. And my caffeine, I'm crashing off the original caffeine, but my stomach's been in shambles, so I feel like more caffeine wouldn't even help right now. I just gotta kind of grind through it. Super slow time, but that's okay. We don't care about time, we care about official count. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. Well, I guess it's not. I guess I could give a lot more insight. It's moments like these where your mind starts to play tricks on you. Because on one hand, you've made it so far. You're like, wow, I can do this. Nothing can stop me. But on the other hand, you're like, oh, I still have this much more to go. And you know, you start creating all these excuses and start losing the positive energy and filling your head with negative energy. So it's really important to refuel the positive energy into your mind. Or go straight robot, like I was saying earlier. And there is no negative, there is no positive. There is only the mission at hand. There's no emotion. It's just what has to be done. So those are your three options. And even if you live in the negativity, like if you still are committed, you're gonna get it done. It's just gonna suck a lot worse the whole way through. So I'm gonna try to keep positivity. It's the most enjoyable form. But we'll see. And I might be recording less. I don't know. I kind of got to charge my phone. Kind of getting tired of messing with the recording and, you know, whatever. I'm going to have to edit all of this. It's going to take forever, but I'm going to do it. But point being, I might just check back in like a couple hundred. But I know everyone would be crying, oh, you're cheating. All right, ladies and gents, we're currently at 995. Now we're at 1001. So that's about 300 left, as long as I don't get any more subscribers in the meantime. And yeah, very slow, one of my slowest times ever of completing 1,000, but that's okay. You know, there's always going to be ups and downs to these things. So we made it to 1,000. Now we finished strong on the last 300, and call it a day. All right, guys, sorry I haven't been recording every single set, I'm on 1069. It's been really crowded in here. I don't like recording when people are in here. They turn on the music and then I literally get copyright striked immediately. But we're gonna keep pushing through. We're so close to the end now. And yeah, I mean, if you think that I'm like lying or exaggerating my numbers, that's one of the biggest compliments you can give to me. I don't tell people often about that I've done 3,000 pull-ups before, but when I do, the best response I can get is not believing me, because that means I did something that's literally unbelievable. So yeah, if you think I would fake any of this, you're out of your fucking mind. The amount of dedication it takes for every single rep is insane. And to cheat myself like that would be stupid. But I know no one would think that. I've posted plenty of evidence. It's just hard when I'm trying to listen to my YouTube and I gotta record every 5 seconds. I got people in here that are uncomfortable, and I got background music trying to get me copyrighted. It makes it a little difficult, but don't worry, I've got bigger plans, bigger challenges, bigger videos coming soon, so just stay tuned, it's gonna be amazing. All right guys, I'm on 1,196. See if we can cross into 1,200 here. $12:01, so a little over 100 to go. All right, so 1,300 complete in honor of the 13 new subscribers I got. But actually, an Ian, shout out to the Ians, and Ian subscribed last second, but by his request said that I only had to do 6 for him. That was his choice, not mine. Therefore, I'm gonna do my final 6 here. And again, shout out all the Ians. Y'all are the real fans. Love you guys. One for good luck. That's 13:07. Look forward to many more challenges in the future. That one was a little too easy. Peace.